One of the things that I think can sometimes slow down or prevent our dreams from manifesting is that we're not letting our dreams evolve. We are, maybe at one point we decided about something that we wanted to manifest and we got really focused on it. We've been visualizing it, we've been feeling into it for a while. And as time goes on, we haven't allowed that dream to stay current with ourselves. Like we're still kind of focused on this vision that we wanted, that we got kind of attached to. And that's something that can definitely prevent manifestation, is if we're not completely authentic with ourselves about what we really want and what's really true for us right now. I've been thinking about this recently in regards to my business and kind of what I have been focusing on for the past couple of years and how I see things evolving for me moving forward. And this has been true for me for the several years that I've been doing my business, is that while some things stay consistent for me, there's also a lot of times where I've felt inspired to evolve in new directions with it. And it can be kind of scary sometimes to let yourself really feel into what the next evolution of your dream is. But really it's something that I think we have to recognize, that we can't get attached to what our visions are and what our dreams are and think that they should always stay the same, especially in something like business or really any area of life that is really important to us. It can feel safer perhaps to keep a consistent vision, or to think that we need to keep a consistent vision. Like in business, it can feel safer if you've got something that's already working and that was your dream in the past, to think that, well, I better just continue with that because it's already working for me. I'm making income this way. It seems logical and even like a lot safer to continue. Or in a romantic relationship, perhaps this could come up when you are with your partner and for a while you were growing in similar directions and it felt totally aligned to be together. But as you evolved as a person, your desires of what you wanted in a relationship have evolved too, and that needs to be updated either with that same partner, or it's time to go separate ways and find a partnership that does more fully align. So this idea of letting our dreams evolve, it can be scary because in one sense, we can have times where things are working well enough and we are manifesting based off of a vision that was really true for us at one time. But there also can come those moments where it's really time to update the dream. And how do you know when you really do need to update the dream? I think first of all, like I was mentioning, there is the situation where perhaps you are seeing some success and the manifestation of your dream is kind of unfolding. And so on the outside, things can look really good, but on the inside, you will feel like there's part of you that's not being fully expressed. And there's like this internal discomfort or this internal sense of friction. Like in the relationship with your partner, you feel like you're only getting to be a certain percentage of yourself and not like your full self, or same perhaps in your business if that needs to evolve. So you'll have this internal sense of a friction or of like a missing out on something or a dissatisfaction. And ideally, when you start to notice that, that would be the ideal time to let yourself go ahead and allow your vision to evolve and update it based on what now feels true for you internally. And sometimes we may be able to do this. Other times, like I know sometimes for me, I haven't always like given myself permission to evolve the vision. And then if we don't do that when we get those internal signals, then of course, like, those signs of being out of alignment aren't going to go away. They're just going to kind of continue unless we adjust something. And then eventually what will happen is it will manifest externally, where the relationship will have some kind of issue that manifests, that causes you to then go in and update your vision for it. Or like in business, maybe what you've been doing before that had been working will stop working, or things will slow down. So really, like, it takes courage, but it is something that is important to acknowledge for ourselves, is that sometimes our dreams simply need to be updated and they need to be allowed to evolve with ourselves. Because life is always in motion. It's always evolving. It's always like, it's the nature of life to expand, to become more. We're always expanding, we're always becoming more. And so our dreams have to evolve with us. And like I've been mentioning, it can feel scary to let them evolve with us and stay current to what's truly authentic for us right now. But I've always found that when I've let myself do this, to really authentically tune in to what I really want right now. And that's really how we do this, is we just kind of give ourselves permission to, even if it seems really unrealistic, or if it seems like just something that we're writing down, but we have no idea how it could possibly come about, like just letting ourselves define exactly what we want and what really feels totally aligned for us. There's a lot of power and a lot of magic in that, because when we do that, first of all, sometimes just even letting ourselves tune into the clarity about that causes wheels to turn in the external world too. It causes some instant shifts and some manifestations, because we're that powerful. Sometimes when we get aligned in a moment, that's the final missing piece that allows things to shift in the outer world and start to line up behind that new clarity that we've just made. I've definitely experienced that before, and that can be really awesome and magical. So the other thing that can happen when we let ourselves really identify what's truly in our heart that we truly want right now is that once we've like admitted that to ourselves, because sometimes we can fool ourselves into thinking that the previous vision, the previous dream is still what we want. And when we kind of fool ourselves in that way, and then we're trying to manifest based on that not full alignment, we're just not very powerful in our manifesting. And things can go okay, but we don't see like the progress and the fun kind of shifts and changes that we want. And so when we let ourselves create that more authentic vision, then we are able to have something that we can be all in with and that we can be fully aligned. It's like there's such a difference between if you have a vision articulated for yourself that you feel maybe like 50% or 80% aligned with, or even like up to 99% aligned with, versus something that you feel totally 100% current with and aligned with. It's like it brings an energy to you, it brings an inspiration to you, it brings a power and a magic to you. And so just taking the time to feel into your heart and really find the words to articulate and just be honest, even if you can just do it with just yourself and not even communicate it to anyone else about what you're truly wanting to create next or what your true vision is, it creates that internal alignment with yourself that allows you to move forward with greater alignment, greater energy, greater inspiration, and allows your channel to be more fully open to the wisdom of the universe and allows the divine to co-create more easily with you, because you're just a more clear and receptive channel. Because when you are tuning into what is your true authentic vision, that those feelings of alignment with what you want to create are the feelings of alignment with your soul and with your spirit and your true manifesting power. And so that's why it's so powerful. That's why it's so important. So I hope this has given you maybe a bit of a wink from the universe, or a bit of a sign, or perhaps a bit of a challenge if it feels challenging, but maybe a little bit of inspiration if there is anything that you have been intending to manifest and you haven't really checked in with it for a while to make sure that it's still 100% authentic for you. I would challenge you to take the time to do that soon after watching this video. All right, thanks for chatting with me today. Bye for now.